So this is my inspiration. It's the Doodlebug-Oh What Fun from 2025. And so I decided to make some ornaments to do my tree. So I used my Tim Holtz Distress Paints. And here's my lovely painting job, as you can see. And this is Festive Berries, I'm pretty sure. No, Lumberjack Plaid. Lumberjack Plaid. Wow, okay. And then the next one I use is, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go back and see. But so here I am doing all my paints. And these are the snowflakes that they're matte. And I got them at the Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to upcycle them with my Doodlebug and some really pretty ribbon and make them into a little ornament or ribbons to put on my tree. So I'm excited to show my granddaughter when I get this all done. But here we go. So I did 5 different colors. Twisted Citron is this one. Picked Raspberry with the is this one, and with my lovely painting job again, as I say. So then I go on to cutting my paper. So that's a 12 by 12 paper, 2-inch, and scored every 1/2 inch. And then you just, fold it up and glue them together. I was having a little issue there with my glue gun, a little too much glue, but hey, it worked. And then we go right here, we squish it together, put a little hot glue, and put a circle. 1.5 inch circle is what I did. And then this is a Dollar Tree snowflake. It came 3 hanging. And then I'm out of the camera for quite a while because I am a professional videographer. I guess that's how you say it. And these are the little wrapping curls that you can get at the Dollar Tree as well. And I tied it all up. And then I glued on, these are the little bells, just multicolored little bells that go with the same colors on each tip. And then I put a doodlebug, as you can see in there, I put a little doodlebug die cut on there. So this one I did a little bit, I did 8 snowflakes, so I did 4 different little things on their tips. So these are the little pom-poms. And then I also do where I put the Doodlebug glossy dots on that next one. So then, okay, here's the ribbon. Just tying it together, getting it ready. And I put the snowflakes in the middle, burning my fingers as I go along. And then just one of the little die cuts, odds and ends, in the middle. These are pretty ribbons that I had from spring, and I thought, oh my gosh, they go so perfect with this paper. And again, put a little snowflake on there, burn my finger, take some of the paint off because I'm burning my fingers. Okay, so then I found these little boots, also at the Dollar Tree, so I'm putting on their little tips at the end of the tip of the boot and the heel of the boot to give it some different color and dimension. Not look so sparkly, I guess, or, give it a more fun look. And then I'm taking some pom-pom trim and putting it along the base of what would have been the fur part of the boot. Then we put some little rickrack around the middle of the boot and was burning my fingers, so I had to use that little tip of the hot glue guns. You know what? I had no fingertips left by the time I had this project done. Then that's the blue rickrack. And put it all around the trim. And it's interesting coming up with what I wanted to look like. There was one of the die cuts had little characters coming out of the boot, so that was what inspired me for my little boots. Putting on some bells. This was a fun project. I really enjoyed this. I can't wait for my granddaughter to see. I think I already said that, but it is. This was a pick that I found at Michael's, and I thought, what a perfect color to give me the backdrop, to be able to put things in there. A little tree that was a pack of trees that I think I already had these in my stash. I'm not sure where I got them. And I'm putting on these little teeny tiny bells that we have at the store. And then I put on the little peppermints, which that's a Doodlebug jar of peppermints. And then just did it, to whatever level. I didn't have to put it on all of it. I didn't, because I'm stuffing it down inside the boot. And that little topper was a star sticker. Then I found these little gingerbread men and then added the Doodlebug gingerbread. Put in some little candies we carry at the store, and some little candy canes as well. And then I'm deciding I don't like one part of it, so I'm trying to figure it out. Keep putting stuff in there. And then I decided to put another candy cane, and then, not candy cane, lollipop, and then I put another candy cane. And then I find, looking for something, I found that little gingerbread, and then I put my Merry Christmas on. It was cute. It was fun. Here's the little gingerbread. I was like, oh, one more thing. Okay, this is just a Santa hat that I found at the Dollar Tree with the wrapping curls. And because the top of my tree, my lights went out. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I decided to cover the top of my tree with a little Santa hat. Then, of course, I had to embellish it. Excuse me, pardon my voice. Had to embellish it. And so there we go with the, little wrapping twirls. And then I cut off the top of the hat and decided to put one of those picks up on the top to give it, a little fun topper. And then I tied it with some more of the little curly cues, just to give it a look. And yeah, that's it. Nothing exciting about doing this hat. But I'm showing you my process. So that's what counts. And my little brain was putting together all this stuff. And I did find my friend Christy had given me some yellow balls too to go along with this, so it's fun. Anyway, here I am punching out snowflakes, and this was a little just some cardstock in the colors that match, and then I found some in my stash, some Doodlebug papers that had similar colors and different, so I didn't use up all my papers from my Christmas one because I want to make a little Christmas journal. And it went along really good. And then I will put together, as I'm ripping the paper, getting caught on the little edges. So then we, little tedious part, I make a bunch of snowflakes right here. And because I was thinking, the tree needed some dimensions, so put some different, different things in, out, and these were easy fillers. So I glued them together with a solid color and a pattern paper. Then I found the little acetate, I guess is what you call them, snowflakes in my odds and ends. So I put that on there, and here we go, 8 million of them later. And then later on I had to make some more because I needed more fillers. But for right now, this is what I had going on. And all the colors. And then again, like I said, I put the acetate on there with the little glossy dots from Doodlebug. All the different ones. And for the life of me, I could not find my red ones. So it worked out okay. You know, I just put pink instead of red on when I did the red snowflakes. So here I am making too many, and I'm trying to talk to keep my video going. So aren't you excited about that? Hopefully everybody is decorating their trees, getting ready for Christmas. I'm sure stressing, make sure they get everything done. But again, this was fun. I did this in, I don't know, started in an evening of one day and then spent all day making them the next day and finished it up in the evening when I finally decorated my tree. So right here, I'm going to show you all my finished pieces of the snowflakes. So that one had little light bulbs that were sprinkles, called sprinkles, from the Doodlebug collection. And that one, so those are the two that had the sprinkles on them, the little light bulbs. And then these two had the pom-poms, which those little pom-poms were cute. I had to buy, bags of different colors, so I'll have those forever. And then I had this one, another pom-pom one. Little Santa's so cute. And then I got bells. No, this was not the bells. This is the dots with the little peppermint candies on top. And then I got I did two of those. And then I got the little bells. Were in the bright colors, which were cute. So there's those for my big pieces. It needs to stand out in my tree, with the white in the back. That's why I did that instead of just doing just making the hanging paper ornament. And then I did 3 of the boots. So they are with their fun things in them. And then 2 of them have white trees and one has a pink tree with the peppermint candy. So there's the white ones. That was my first one I did, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then here is this one here with the pink tree, which I thought was cute too. And I put pom-poms on the pink tree. So that's those 3. And then I took the ribbons. So this is a red one. And red polka dots with the pink. That was cute. There's some pink polka dots. And then I think it's green polka dots. No, the blue stripe. And just, like I said, and I just put a little die cut in the middle. There's the orange. And then the pink stripe of my ribbon. And then I have there's the green. And I think I did one more red. Yep, there we go. Merry Christmas. So here we have the tree with the lights on. You can see it's dark on the top. And then here it is, all finished up, which I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making my little Doodlebug tree. And my daughter was funny. She made the comment, "Mom, why do you get yourself into that making?" I go, "I don't have any bright colored ornaments. I only have, more country or festive and elegant ornaments. So that's why I chose to do this." Alrighty, that is my lovely tree. And again, I had a lot of fun making this. And we've sold a lot of the Doodlebug paper, but you'll have to come down and look because it's such a cute collection. And it really inspired me for this tree. So I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas and a Doodlebug holiday.